Hello everyone, how's everyone? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get on today's video session. Welcome back to Panasonic 3DO video session. Yeah, how do you like one of my rock and roll music as always? Welcome back to my video session. Today we are going to be continuing for the Panasonic 3DO games. Okay, hold on. In this session, we are going to be concluding some more games. This is going to be the final part where you will have more insight at what software it produced. Yeah, so what software it produced, and a lot of people don't tell you what kind of things it actually had. All they're just talking about being a collector. I mean, just being a collector doesn't tell you anything. I think it actually confuses and frustrates you. Because when you watch these videos, especially, you get they show the system, and then they won't actually play the system. They'll just show you the discs. No, no. I mean, what kind of video is that really? We need to know more depth what Panasonic 3DO was capable of. And that's what I'm doing. I like to be serious about my videos. I don't like just to talk about something and just let it go quickly. Yeah, my videos are nothing to do with like that, okay? So I do say it's very important to talk about it in a more depth matter. Panasonic 3DO was very powerful, and it was ahead of its time than other technologies. Even the other systems in 32-bit era, I don't think they were that good, really. I don't think they were. It's people just the way they market the system. If you can understand that properly, how to bring a system front of the public, that's all it is. Companies like Radio didn't actually understand any of that. They rushed it really fast, and this happened. This shouldn't have happened. Because if you look, Panasonic gave a big support and he arranged a lot of developers. You see, 3DO could not bring a lot of Japanese developers. I know we'll get into that game, but just want to do some speech. They are more like a Western developers, aren't they? Now, Panasonic is a guy from Japan. It's not a guy, it's a company actually. And this company, because of Panasonic, there were many Japanese game developers, followers to Panasonic. company. That's why there are some Japanese games that you will never see in Western countries. You will never see them. I do have to say that every territory like uh, Japan, Korea, UK, US, all of them had good support on their system. Very good support. Without Japanese support, you cannot get a system successful. In 1990s, Japanese was really a big thing. Hmm. If you didn't bring Japanese developers, you won't succeed in a games console. That's why if you look at all the consoles in 1990s, uh, Sega Game Gear, Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive 2X, Sega Mega CD, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, they were all made in Japan. Then you got Nintendo. You see, it depends on the years we're talking about here. Anything in the 1990s was fine. When it jumped to 2000, things changed and they were gone into the other countries. Like even with Nintendo, we got Nintendo NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. You see, it's in the 1990s. They were all made in Japan. When we got to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii U, they were released after 2000. So that was made in a different country. All right. Then you got SNK Neo AS. Let's go the other way. SNK Neo Pocket, SNK Neo Pocket Color, SNK Neo AS, SNK Neo CD. They're all made in Japan. Can you see? All made in Japan. Now, this one might sound the strangest one, really. Panasonic 3DO was from the 90s. Everything on this system was made in Japan, man. Everything. From the games console, game controller, mouse, arcade stick, gun, uh, video adapter, which is a VCD. Everything, all the things I mentioned, they're all made in Japan, man. Everything. But when Panasonic released a thing called Panasonic Q, okay, still the games console they made, right, which is manufactured by them anyway, it was made in Japan. If you look at the box, I think it's on I think it's left or right somewhere. The box says made in Japan. All right. Now the weird thing about that is the console was made in Japan. This is very odd. If you write made in Japan on the box, what was happening inside of the box? So you got this Panasonic Q games console that was made in Japan. All right. But the game controller and the DVD remote control was not made in Japan. No, it wasn't. Very strange, isn't it? They were not made in Japan. But in terms of the box, it says made in Japan. Definitely everything from the games console and all the cables, right? Everything else in there is all made in Japan, except the game controller and DVD remote control. All right, so a lot of stuff are produced in made in Japan, which is very impressive. If you are looking for a proper Japanese systems, then Panasonic 3DO and Panasonic Q are made in Japan. Okay, this is a big thing because when a thing's made in Japan, it's gonna be a very strong build and very good components. Okay, that's a very good thing about this thing. Now let's get into the games of Panasonic 3DO game exclusives. What's this session all about? Okay, here we go then. Jax. This was a platform game. It had this kind of weird, kind of greeny kind of character. It's a creature of some sort, yeah. And he runs in this game as well. He runs. I think you press one of the shoulder buttons, then the guy runs really fast. Then he can kill people by he jumps and he has to use like a spring move. He can kill people like that. Or he can use his tail to whiplash them. If he collects like some kind of power up, he can use ice, which can freeze the enemies, then he can whiplash them with his tail. Or he's got another power up, which uses a fireball, goes bah, bah, bah. It's really good. It's like using fireballs like Street Fighter. Hadouken, Hadouken. He's doing something like that. It's really, really good. And the actual graphics are very detailed, very nice looking stages in the game. And the gameplay is pretty enjoyable. It's a pretty good game. Every sequel to Jax on PlayStation and N64 were absolutely rubbish. They were rubbish. The sequels were rubbish. The one and only Panasonic 3DO version of Jax was really good. This is a great Jax, a game exclusive on Panasonic 3DO. So check this game out. Crime Patrol. Crime Patrol is one of them games that it's a Western game that you're using a gun. It's a gun game. You got a target on that, and you when we play gun games, especially use the gun because Panasonic 3DO had a exclusive gun for the system. The gun looked great. It looked like one of the pistols. You know which the one with 6 bullets in each hole, and his spin goes like a pistol. Some pistols, like bandits using all that. He had a gun like that. The gun was really good. As I told you, this gun was made in Japan as well. Okay. Playing with a game controller, you're gonna take time using a D-pad to have this circle the gun point over an enemy. When you're gonna do that, the guy's gonna shoot you. Too slow. With the gun, you got quick access, moving around the screen, straight forward. So it makes it great. Here's a gun. Crime Patrol was one of them games that it was like a cowboy game because it's a Western game. It's got a good, you know what cowboy movies are like. I'm not a really big fan of these cowboy movies. They don't really interest me. If you have a sense of cowboy movies, this is what you get at this game. It's quite a fun game though, by the way, where people are standing at the top trying to shoot you the side, wherever you shoot them. Very nice game, yeah. So check this Crime Patrol game exclusive on Panasonic 3DO. Yeah, check it out. Foes of Alley. Originally, I don't want to say this. This man, right, calls himself Ali. Okay? He's actually a black man. He turned himself into another original man. Okay? So this guy was a black man originally, okay? I'm not gonna really go into too much into that details. So This guy, right, was a legendary boxer. Aussies are black, man, because black men are really good at boxing. Even now, today's date, they're really good boxers. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of boxing. It doesn't entertain me because it's just using punches. He's just using punches. There's no other skill into it. But when you look at this game, right, also is focused on boxing. He's the main guy. You can choose. Not only choose, you get to fight all the boxers back in his time. You can fight all of them. And he used to defeat them. All of these guys in this game are in there. You can have a chance to fight with them, which is really good. You can select any other character in this game. In one player and it's two player. It's a really good boxing game. I was very impressed. The graphics I saw and all the moves. You will get a first person view in this game. You can see the person's face and you can see the characters and fighting in there. This is a great Forza Valley, a game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO. Check this game out. A very good boxing game. Okay. Jammit. Jammit is a basketball game. Maybe it's not good as Slam and Jam, the one we have on Panasonic 3DO. That's a great classic. A Jammit is one of them small courts or indoor arena, right? Basketball game. It's got stages from different locations. It's a very, very enjoyable basketball game. There are good players in it. I don't mean the licensed player. It's just like a fun kind of game with good music to the game. And it's a really good Jammit game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO. I would also give this one a go. Jurassic Park. A lot of people would say this game isn't great. Well, I wouldn't really believe in that. What I like about this game, it's in a first person view. You get to see photorealistic stages as it's moving. When Jurassic Park games are like that, it's a good idea when they make the. Right? You have to be very well focused. You don't get caught by the dinosaurs in this game. Even when you have first person view, you got all these kind of items. You gotta shoot them before the screen goes black. If the screen goes black, he's front of you, the dinosaur actually got you and he's killed you. Alright? It is stuff like that in this game. And I think a lot of people got disappointed in this part, which I thought should have been better in this game. It is really good, but it's really awkward to play. It's the driving action in this game. So you got a car. So Grant is using a car in this. He's driving away because in the film, T-Rex chases you, doesn't it? This is the same thing that happens in this game. So what happens? You're driving, but the controls are going so wobbly, man. It's hard to control. You have to be very focused on driving this. And the T-Rex is chasing you from behind. But the problem with this gameplay here, it's all wobbly controls. It's not very smooth controls driving the vehicle. It's going all around the place. If you can control the car, you're fine. If you can't, T-Rex will get you from behind and he kills you. It is a great game. Overall, if it's got some problems in there, it is a Jurassic Park is a game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO. It is still a really good game. If you can get hang up with that driving thing I told you, rest of the game is really, really good. It's quite impressive game. It's quite enjoyable game. Play. You probably want to purchase this game if you're a big fan of Jurassic Park. It is better than the movie, I would say, because you get a sense of the experience right in front of your face. Even with the faults it's got, it's still a great game. So check it out. The Last Bounty Hunter. This is another one of them gun games. Use the gun again, the orange colored gun. Pew, pew. The Last Bounty Hunter is more like to do with sheriffs and all that. You got this guy, a gunslinger in this game. Yeah? He's a great sharpshooter. He's got all the skill and techniques to be a good gun shooter. We know they all follow the same concept, these gun games, because they're made by the same developer. I don't know how to put this. Is the Crime Patrol better or this one? I think I prefer the Last Bounty Hunter as the action is better. It's the way it's situated and the way you play the actual game. The Last Bounty Hunter is a really, really good one choice to play. So it's got really filming like graphics. You get to control like more like a film in this game. Because back in the time, some games were like that. I don't know why they don't still don't make them like that. Because I do think it's a lot of these kind of titles look really good when we have like film scenes in them. So yeah, The Last Bounty Hunter, a game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO. Check it out. It's a really enjoyable game. Mesa. Mesa is made from the same guys who brought us Crime Patrol, The Last Bounty Hunter. What kind of game does actually Mesa look like? Mesa reminds you of that game we already own on Panasonic 3DO, which was a really good game exclusive, Captain Quasar. That was a really good game. I don't know which game's better. I haven't played much of these games. Mesa also looks the thing. Maybe Captain Quasar can be better because it's like anime graphical action games are always better. But Mesa also looks pretty interesting. You should take a look at this game. It's got really good looking graphics, good gameplay. The action looks pretty good. It looks a bit like flat view, I would say, a bit. But it still looks proper 3D graphics. So Mesa is also a game exclusive for Panasonic Video. Check this game out. Buy this game, Pajazi, because it's a different approach from Crime Patrol and Last Bounty Hunter that used a gun. Obviously, this has got a gun, but the guy's walking around in 3D. He's going using a gun. Really good game. A good character in this game. Very fun looking game. Amazing. Check it out. Royal Pro Wrestling. This is a Japanese game, by the way. It's a great looking, you know them like anime style, like the graphics that used to get 16-bit. This is a bit more better looking graphics than them games. Maybe it's not at PlayStation level graphics. No, it probably isn't. But it still has real life wrestlers in there. It still has the moves, gameplay that you expect from real wrestling, and beautiful arenas. Very, very enjoyable wrestling game. Royal Pro Wrestling game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO. Check it out. Space Hulk. What can we say about this game? What can we say? photorealistic looking graphics, amazing gameplay, good story, and a great villain. This is villain that keeps on popping up in the game. You don't have the chance against us. If you must, face us. Really good. The character action, the villain, looks really good in this game. So in this game, he's sending these kind of alien kind of characters. You know what? I gotta say one thing. I don't know if you've seen these alien movies. These aliens actually look like them. They remind you. But these alien characters, they look far better than the alien movies, man. They look much, much better. I think they do. They look original and they look amazing. They just they go for your hand, they go, pure, they knock you out with their hand. They close. They look really good the way they run around the wall, when they move. Looks amazing the way they move, man, in this game. Looks really, really good. You need to check this game out, man. Looks really good. The movement in the game is really good. Looks really good game. You got these guys they're like, I don't know what they call it. There's some kind of like cyber robots, and the guy's controlling them, and then he's moving, and then they got like this kind of flamethrowers and all this ammunition they're using against these evil aliens. It's really, really, trust me, it's a stunning looking, spectacular looking game. Space Hulk. Game exclusive on Panasonic 3DO. Check this game out. Own this game for Charlie, man. It's amazing. Star Control 2. If I'm not wrong, this must be a PC port game. Because I've seen this game on the PC before the Panasonic 3DO. Okay? This game was an epic game on the PC. Now we get to experience this on a Panasonic 3DO on a games console. Gaming experience. If you've seen Star Control 2 before, it's more like a spacecraft, right? It's like a strategy looking game. So you got like this spacecraft. You're using strategy action in this game, where you can't say RPG, where when you shoot, you can see the points coming off from other vehicles. I don't know if I'm very interested in this game, but I think a lot of people will be. It's a game that PC gamers loved. And now the Panasonic 3DO fans will love to play this game. Play this game, enjoy it. It's a really still a very epic looking space shooter. Check it out if you are fan of this game from the original. Panasonic is not any different. It looks good as a PC version, man. And buy Prochars Star Control 2. Final game we got for today. Trust me, this game is everything you would expect from a game. Ultraman Powered. It's a Japanese game. Again, basically you got this kind of character. I don't know how to explain this guy. He looks like some kind of a superhero. You know what he reminds you of? I don't know. You know the Godzilla movies. There's just a guy called Jet Jagger. He looks like that. He's kind of like that kind of guy. They probably took it from something like that. I don't know. They probably did, you know. Back in the time, that version was, because I think that Godzilla movie is quite old. I can't remember which one it was. It reminds you of him. So, what this guy does, right? He rides a spaceship. It's got two types of gameplay in this game. When he's riding a spaceship, right, he's fighting prehistoric creatures in this game. What he's doing, first, he will fight them with a spacecraft. He flies with the spacecraft. He'll shoot them. Down. Nice epic stuff this is. Then he fights them. he damages them quite a lot. And then when with the spacecraft, the game does this on purpose. He gets really close. The other will go with that, with a whip with their tails. They will chuck his ship, and you know what this guy does? He'll jump out of the spaceship, and guess what? It comes out the ship, comes out the planet on the platform. It turns into a fighting game, and then what you do? This Ultraman, I think this guy's name is Ultraman. He will fight them prehistoric creatures. Then it turns into a fighting game. You fight that guy. They go. The guys are bad fire in this game, you know. It's a really good fighting game. Trust me, it's epic fighting game. This is. It's a really, really good fighting game. I don't know how to put this. Super Street Fighter 2X Grandmaster Challenge and Ultraman Powered. Which one is a better fighting game? That's you to decide. These two fighting games are really, really good. They're pretty good, man. So, I mean, Ultraman Powered's got great looking graphics, spacecraft, and fighting action in this game. Really good game. And the gameplay in this game, obviously, you're getting two types of gameplay where you get some shooting action, you have flying sections in this game, and you get fighting action on this game as well. So it's really impressing in terms of gameplay wise. So yeah, Ultraman Powered game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO, man. Buy this game for Charles. Own this game, man. Ultraman Powered is an ultimate game to own. A great Japanese game, man. Panasonic got with another developer and released Ultraman Powered game exclusive for Panasonic 3DO 32-bit multiplayer games console. So yeah, there you have it. Great game exclusives for Panasonic 3DO games console. I hope this video has been a great help to you. What kind of games you can own on this system? They're great games, man. Don't just buy the console and just collect their games. You have to see. You're not going to get these kind of games on any platform, man. You'll get them. You have to own this system to get them. If you are expecting any of these kind of games, yeah, you have to own this console. I'll tell you something. Nobody can be without Panasonic 3DO games console. Because it's got so many, right? Classics and game exclusives on the system. They can't be ignored. If you're a true gamer and you love your gaming, you have to own them to have a great gaming experience. I would say these games were great back in the 1990s, but even in the modern gaming we got right now, they're still better than the other systems because you don't get to play these kind of games nowadays. They keep on just focusing on like FPS shooters and just racing, you know. And a lot of these games are just tan boring. You know, they're really boring stuff, aren't they, really? But I don't know, man. Every game that Panasonic 3DO game, I play most majority. I'm just enjoying every single one. But you know, when you play modern games consoles, I don't know. You play them, you tend to just get rid of them really quickly. You want to sell them. So anyway, Panasonic 3DO 32-bit multiplayer games console, game exclusives. I hope this video has been informative to you and you liked what I've been talking in this video session. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.